Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now, power. Unfortunately, I tried to pull for her, but I wasn't quite lucky, in particular with Power's banner. Actually, both Power and Makima on my own account, I wasn't able to get them via the tickets. I did try to get 100 pulls. However, I did use my gold mileage ticket eventually to try to get one copy of each, just so that I could test them out. Now the thing with Power, she is going to be a burst tree, but can she compete with any other burst tree in the game right now? Notably the Pilgrims, because something like Scarlet, Modernia, those actually, they output a lot of damage. Can Power compete with them? As a DPS, as a damage dealer, this is where Power and Makima comes in terms of the difference. So let's talk about that in this video, and I'm going to show you guys some numbers as well, so hopefully we can draw a fair comparison between Power and perhaps I think would be the best fitting rival for her, aka Laplace. Now, first things first, if you guys are not aware yet, Power is a rocket launcher unit. As you guys can see here, rocket launcher, notably they are relatively strong in PvP as well, because they are able to help you charge your burst gauge faster. Alright, so something to keep in mind, Power belongs in the new faction or new class called the Abnormal class. This is going to have its own recycling room as well that you will need to power up. You can get the materials from the current event. Now let's talk about Power's kit overall. What does she has, as you can see, to be able to provide to the entire team or herself? Skill 1, you can see Blood Fiend activates when attacking with full charge, affects self. Blood Fiend attack increased by 3.78%, stacks up to 5 times and lasts for 3 seconds. Now this is pretty cool. She will be able to increase her attack, stacks up to 5 times. And keep in mind, this will happen every time she attacks with full charge. Alright, so this is going to last for quite some time. Now this skill 2 depends on her skill 1. You can see activates when at max stacks of Blood Fiend. So basically Blood Fiend is to always activate at max stacks after landing 80 normal attacks. This is going to affect herself. Explosion radius is going to increase every time. Reload 100% activates 1 time per battle. That's for the reload. For the explosion radius, this is going to be quite useful. And last but not least is the burst skill. You can see 40 seconds cooldown. Affects one enemy with the highest attack. Deals 936% of attack as damage. Affects the same target with Blood Fiend when Blood Fiend is fully stacked. And it's going to deal the exact same amount of additional damage. Alright, pretty cool so far. Alright, so far you can see Power, her kit revolves around maybe like bossing in a certain case, right? A lot of people have been saying, the speculation here is that she's going to be quite strong against bosses. So unfortunately, today's boss is going to be the train. It's going to be quite hard to try out, but let's see what I can do, show you guys a little bit of examples, and let you guys have a look at the damage in terms of the best cube for her as well. Alright, let's talk about a very important thing right now, which is Power's stacks. Basically, her first skill, the passive skill. You'll notice that is represented by the sky icon that's going to be present beside her right after this burst, and then you can see this particular number right here. Notice when this goes to 5, she would reload, and then it will go back to 0. And then it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, notice that happens every time. And then that is the reload thing that happened just now. You saw the sky going down, so now she stays at 5. Alright, so ideally you want her to remain as full stack. The moment she reload, notice it goes back to 0. It disappears. So I hope you guys are aware of that. So this is Power without any cube. Notice she's going to do significantly less damage without cubes. The idea here is you want to give her the reload speed resilience cube. That's going to help her improve her reload speed way faster, and she won't have the issue of the stack goes down to 0, because the stack doesn't reduce by, it doesn't go to 4 or 3. It straight away remove the entire stack, which is kind of a bummer right there, because the idea here is she needs to reach full charge, and rocket launcher do charge quite a while. So that's something to keep in mind. So let me show you guys the damage after this. So we're going to be focusing on one thing and one thing only, which is Power's damage overall. Her output damage. Look at how much damage she's doing. So right now you can tell she's doing 8.8 million. Alright, we're going to write that down somewhere. 8.8 million. So the best cube for her, according to a lot of players, is going to be this one, the Resilience cube. This is going to give her this thing called the reload speed. Right now mine is still at level 1, so it's going to increase reload speed by 14.84%. So let's have a look. Is this going to be a significant improvement overall at cube level 1? Okay, so we have the exact same team. The idea here is We try to observe the stack. Right now 3, 4, 5. Does it go down when she reload? It still goes down. Alright, cube level 1, it still goes down. So cube level 1 is not enough. So I think that's a very good observation. That's a good thing to observe right there. Now, let's show you guys the difference here. So I'm going to upgrade this cube. I have spare. I've been waiting for this moment, the right moment, right? So right now you can see Resilience Cube level 2. So if I were to upgrade this to level 3, notice here from level 2 to level 3, this is going to improve my cube skill change from 14.84% reload speed increase to 22.27%. Now you're going to start noticing the difference. Alright, this is going to be more than enough. Alright, it's going to increase my attack, my defense, my HP, etc. Okay, let's try and observe carefully here. Notice the stacks. 5, now we reload. Okay, still at 5. It didn't go down this time. So we are able to maintain full stack once the cube reach level 3, which is very important. Reload speed need to be 20-something percent, 22%. And that helps power to be able to maintain this particular strength. So this is very important because it helps her skill 2 as well. Alright, power skill 2 depends on her skill 1, which needs to always be full stack every time she reloads. Alright, so let's have a look at the damage at the end. This is going to boost power's damage for sure. Okay, so let's have a look at the damage this time. Oof. Alright, so just now we got 8.8 million. And this time we got 10.1 million with the proper cube equipped. So make sure you guys have this cube ready for power. If you're trying to build her, this is going to be the best cube, the Resilience Cube, at least level 3. Now let's look at the comparison between power and Laplace. Okay, let me see what is happening here. Can test Priority next for reload and attacks buff synergy? Yeah, sure. I think Priority will definitely boost. Anything that help with reload. Who else help with reload? Not Scarlet. With Resilience Cube, he get 100% uptime. At me, yeah, at me, not Signal, sorry. At me is the one. Although it makes more sense because Burst 2 is like too crowded. Priority makes a lot more sense. So here is the damage so far. So we got 9 million on power, we got Laplace 12 million. So just to compare power and Laplace. So Laplace is rank 30 right here. You can see there's a lot of stats right there from the attraction. Plus better gears. Okay. So power has way less gears, rank 1. So not a super fair comparison. Plus Laplace most likely has a Missy List buff right here. Oh yeah, it's max core Laplace as well, right? So she gets so much stats in advance. You can't max affection on day 1. They do it so that you only can do 1 advice per day. That's one thing. Number 2, manufacturer buffs. It's always going to be different. You can't unequip manufacturer buffs. Some of them might have Tetra, Missy List, or Pilgrim manufacturer buffs that's level 20, level 30. How do you unequip that? There's always going to be unfairness. It's hard to make it. The skill level will always be the determining factor. Okay, power has 10 million right now. Almost 11 million. Laplace has 12 million. With somewhat better gears on power. Yeah, I think she is comparable to Laplace in a lot of cases. Might be even better. Priority over Drake. Okay, let me do one more testing before we swap Priority in. And yeah, powers looks like she's a better Laplace. Considering that this Laplace, like I said, is max core, right? Like you guys can see, the Laplace is rank 30, number 1. Affection rank 30. Max core. Plus Missy List is level 27. Plus higher skill levels. Whereas power is 333. Affection level 1. No limit break yet. So if you guys want to limit break 3 power, she might actually be worth it. So yeah, that's my day 1 review of power. I think she's really strong. I actually think she has a lot of potential. Here's the thing though. If you are willing to limit break 3 her, or if you are willing to like go even further, I think she might be better than Laplace in some situations, or in most situations, right? In most cases. Of course, this is day 1 testing results. I might need to do more testing against different bosses and stuff. But hey, at least I have provided you guys some evidence. You guys can take this and use what you will with it. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, with power overall right now, hopefully tomorrow when we get some bosses, I'll try her out again and, you know, test her, do more testing and see how's the overall strength? Is she a better Laplace overall? We'll see. So yeah, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.